Many people have hobbies. Some people collect stamps. They are philatelists. Some people collect coins. They are numismatists. Some people collect Beanie Babies. I have a hobby. I spit. I can spit in circles. I can spit in spirals. I can spit in little pools. I can spit in straight lines. One day I was riding in a bus and somebody came and sat alongside of me. And we got into conversation. And he said to me, "Do you have a hobby?" I said, "I do, as a matter of fact. I spit." What a coincidence! I spit too. So we had a spitting contest. So we agreed. He spat first. He spat in circles. He spat in spirals. He spat in little pools. He spat in then it was my turn. I spat in circles. I spat in spirals. I spat in little pools. And then I spat straight between his eyes.
21st of May 1960.
What was the date?
The 21st of May 1960.
21st of May,
Yes.
1960. April 8th was a Friday, so May 8th was a Monday. So, the 21st of May, wasn't it? It was a Sunday. Perhaps I put that wrong.
I think it was a Saturday, actually.
Very near. 13th of April 1971.
30th of April, 71. Right. Right, December the 18th, 1970 was a Friday. And you got the 21st of April?
13th of April.
13th of April. The January the 18th, 1971 was a Thursday, so it definitely was a Sunday. March the 18th was a Wednesday. April the 18th was a Wednesday. It was a Friday.
Right, it was. I wondered where the flea was. This is my pet flea called Fred, yeah? You see him?
Yeah.
Yes. And we've been practicing some tricks, so we're going to show them to you. Right. So we're going to go from this hand to this hand. Here we go. A loop in the middle of it. Here we go. Now we're going to try 2 loops because we have been struggling with this one, but we will try it. Here we go. Where's he gone? Oh, Fred! Where'd he gone? Fred? Oh, dear. Oh, still. There he is. Oh, no, that's not him. Have him back. Well done. Oh, there he is. Now, let's give him a big round of applause.
No, I'm not going to do that. I only know one joke and I'm not telling you. Stand up, you can't stand up. You know what part you're playing? Oh, that's good there. Have a blow up, lads, have a blow up. I will tell them the joke. No.
Yeah.
No. After weeks of practice, after weeks of practice, that's fine, that's very good. That's enough. After weeks of practice, after weeks, nay, seconds of practice, we thought it would be rather foolish if we didn't get all three of them together. Because you probably heard them all individually through the week. So we thought we would get all three of them together. We're going to play this very technical piece of music, written in three different parts, not all the same parts. A tune you will probably all know. And second time through, we may ask you to join in. But it depends how well they play. Because you might not want to spoil it by singing. So here we go then, chaps. Are you ready? How many in a bar is it? I should know this, shouldn't I? Four, thank you. So
we've got 1.5 beats on the
so after three then, he says, I'll try. I'll go 1, 2, 3. You think you can manage it? Okay, right, Nathaniel, is it? Doesn't know? You don't know the words. It's, oh, when the saints go marching in. So, are you ready for this? Do you think you can make that any better than it was?
Yes.
Well, I think Richard could do better, but anyway, that's another issue altogether. Are we ready then? We're all going to join in this time?
Yes.
Okay, after 3. 1, 2, 3. When the saints go marching in.
Increase the average age of the performers a little bit now. This is one by Pam Ayres, you may well have heard years ago. Our home's a railway carriage.
And it cannot be denied.
That you might describe our dwelling
As a little bit on the side,
yet it has the odd advantage,
whether the housing fails.
and we're on the straight and narrow.
So we can't go off the rails.
Our decor is original,
It's simple, but it's good,
with little plaques screwed on the wall.
that give the type of wood.
And up above the headrest
Of the seat marks number 5,
is a photograph of Cheddar Gorge.
in case we don't arrive.
Yes, we're the railway carriage couple.
With a long drive at the front,
Or it might be at the back.
if we feel like a change and shunt.
We're a little isolated
But if ever we get bored,
and feel like communicating.
we stand up and pull the cord. I don't do much entertaining. It's too cramped, you see, by far, for dining graciously, because it's not a buffet car. So we eat out in the corridor. My husband doesn't care, but I like to face the engine, even though it isn't there.
Of course, we have a certain problem, which we have and always will. in that we cannot use the toilet while the train is standing still. So we built one just beside us, and we glazed it in with glass. The first time Grandad used it, he came back and said, "First class."
We have a little garden.
We don't buy much in town.
You can see us any evening.
Raking clinker up and down.
You might see us in our
If
doorway,
you don't travel by too fast,
and we'll let 2 holes in the leather strap,
and
and we'll
wave
wave
as you go past.
Okay, well if you were here the other night, you were seeing us do a sketch about devils from Hopes and Dreams. Well, we're going to do another sketch from Hopes and Dreams called City Breaks. Oh, hello! Welcome to Kingdom Travel. My name's Beverly. I may be of assistance to you.
I'd like to book a holiday, please.
Certainly, madam. And what kind of holiday do you have in mind?
I thought I'd try a city break.
Oh, lovely. And which city would madam like to visit?
Well, what are my options? Have you any brochures?
Well, we've got Paris, London, New York, Rome, Athens, or you could try Madrid, Stockholm, Lisbon and Venice, and I can do you a really excellent deal on a trip to St Ives.
But I already live in St Ives.
Oh, so you won't require accommodation then?
No. And I'm certainly well acquainted with one of the world's finest examples of one-way traffic systems up at the back, down at the front, or was it the other way around?
Lovely. How about visiting Paris then?
Possibly. Is that in here? I've heard it's very romantic.
The only problem is they've got that great big pylon thing that keeps getting in the way, spoiling all the views. Fancy someone plonking a copy of Blackpool Tower bang in the middle of such a nice city.
Oh, that's no good then. Perhaps I'd like somewhere big. Is there anything here?
Well, how about New York? The Big Apple is huge. Everything's enormous. They've got those gigantic skyscrapers and that huge Statue of Liberty. And I once saw a film where a big gorilla climbs up the Empire State Building and gets shot down.
Oh, yes, I've seen that. It's very sad.
And I'll say, imagine if it landed on you. Try explaining that to your insurance company.
Oh, no, that's no good then. What about somewhere classical? Is that in one of these brochures?
Athens? Oh no, it's full of ruined old buildings. Same goes for Rome. I wouldn't. It's about time they knocked them down and built something useful like a cinema or something like that.
Oh, no, that's no good then. What about Venice? I've heard of that.
Well, it's entirely up to you, but I've seen pictures of the place. Streets are flooded. I wouldn't want to spend my entire holiday wading around in my wellies, would you?
Oh, no. Okay, perhaps if I described my perfect city, you'd have another brochure with it in.
Well, okay then.
Well, let me see. It'd have to be a place of great beauty.
Well, we've got lots of places, fabulous shopping facilities.
No. It'd have to be a city where there's no pain and no sickness and no suffering.
So it doesn't have a professional football team then?
There shouldn't be any hunger.
I think you'll find that most of the places on the list have all major burger bars fully represented.
No. What I'd really like is a city where there's music and laughter.
Why didn't you say you want a theme park?
No, I don't.
You do! You want a place where people smile all the time. There's no danger. And everyone puts their litter in their little bin shaped like a little animal.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
You want a fancy like a fairy tale.
No, you don't understand. I want to go somewhere where I can be close to God. I want somewhere that's so glorious and so perfect and so real that it makes everywhere else look tired and imaginary.
Does that count out Milton Keynes then?
Oh, forget it. The place I'm looking for probably doesn't exist.
I suppose I shall have to settle for somewhere boring and ordinary instead.
You know, if this place did exist, you'd have to pay to get in.
I wonder what the entrance fee would
It
be.
won't be cheap, you know.
No. But it's to be worth paying just about any price if it did exist.
Well, I'm not worried. I've been promised 20 whenever I get there.
Free entry? And what do you mean, whenever you get there? I thought we'd agreed there was no such place as the perfect destination.
Only Paradise. Read all about it.
Paradise? In a travel guide?
Well, I never thought of it like that before, but yes, in a travel guide. Well, there's certainly a lot of travelling in it anyway.
Oh, and this book, does it come with a free ticket in it?
Well, I didn't say the ticket was free. Someone had to pay.
Oh, but not you, hey?
No, not me.
Oh, I want to come too. Can you book me in? But I don't want to go on my own.
Oh, no, you can travel with me. I'm going with the whole group from my church.
Church? What, have you organised a coach?
In the manner of speaking, yeah.
Whoa, a trip in a coach to the perfect city. How wonderful.
Yeah, but the trouble is, everyone wants to sit in the back and shout instructions to the driver.
As long as we get there in the end. I can't wait. I think I'll pop home now and pack.
Well, have you got much baggage?
Loads. Why?
It's just that everyone struggles along with a whole heap of baggage and gets left behind.
Oh dear. Are you sure there'll be enough space for me?
Quite sure your place is being reserved.
Oh, great. Hate to miss out on the holiday of a lifetime.
Right then, any questions?
Will we be stopping at any services along the way?
Oh yes, twice on Sundays and once midweek.
I can remember back in 1956 when the first Trelawney Manor Cup took place. It was a fantastic match. It was won by room number 25 in a fantastic 4-2 victory. And this was how it happened. The ball was at his feet. He swerves and beats a man. He's herring down the touchline. Just catch him if you can. He's dodged the sliding tackle. The centre half is here. And all at once you hear the ground. And this is what you hear. It's 30,000 football fans shout shoot, shoot, shoot. From all around the football ground. It's shoot, shoot, shoot. From 30 yards he's getting set. He's kicking the ball straight in the net. It's a roaring cup. And it's a go, go, go. It's a go, go, go.
Okay, we're going to do a sketch called The Man from Outer Space. Ah, good morning, Mrs. Glum.
Morning.
You're looking a bit better than when you were here last week.
I don't feel any better. In fact, I feel worse.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry to hear that.
It's my palpitations. Something cool they are. Sometimes they're that loud, I think it's folks next door playing the kettle drum.
Well, you'll feel a lot better once you've seen the doctor.
I doubt it. I only really come to help him out.
To help the doctor?
That's right. He likes to study me, you see. He says I'm a unicorn case. Hold it. I'm going to have to sit down to start again.
Oh, Nick, have you any idea how long the doctor's likely to be?
I'm afraid I haven't. He's out on an emergency call at the moment. I'm afraid the doctor's out at the moment, but I'll let you see this immediately as he comes in.
Thank you, that's very kind of you. We'll wait here. Now then, Tommy, you just sit still there, will you? The doctor will see you straight away. Don't let me hear a word out of
Hey, Mabel, look at that lad over there.
I should you know such a thing, Albert Higgins? Don't you know it's rude to stare?
Maybe it is, but there's a lad over there with something on his head. For all the world like a bucket.
A pocket? Don't be so daft, it can't be. It is, so it is. His mother doesn't take it off.
Hey, I wonder. I say, missus,
Yeah?
why don't you take that bucket off poor lad's head? I wonder if he don't choke.
You may say that, you may say, but if ever a child deserved to choke, it's him. Trouble is, I can't get the blooming thing off. I only wish I could.
But how did he get it on in the first place?
Oh, pretending to be a man from outer space, that's how. The silly little thing. And he got his head jammed in my best bucket. Now it won't come off again.
Well, maybe I could get it off you. I've got fairly strong arms.
I shouldn't bother. If I were you, you might break his collarbone.
Yes, not only that, you might hurt him.
And his head's that sore. Not that there's any wonder, mind you. I've had a go at pulling it off. His father's had a go. And all the neighbours have had a go as well.
But surely what goes on must come off again.
Not with ears like he has. Wedged right onto him, you follow me meaning. His ears are sort of holding it on like hooks.
Oh dear, how will they ever get it off again?
I reckon they'll have to chop his head off.
You're afraid to lie about the poor fellow.
Oh, that's nothing to the fright he gave me when I saw him running through our back door with that there bucket on his head. Dear me, my heart nearly jumped right out of my mouth, I can tell you.
But how'd you manage to feed him, pray?
Feed him? That's just it, I can't.
Oh, the poor lad, he must be that hungry.
Here, Mabel, give him one of those tea cakes out of your shopping bag.
But what are you going to do with it?
Well, we could break it up into little bits and try stuffing it under the bucket. Does it come to his mouth?
No, that's no use. His father tried that this morning and it didn't work.
Why, what happened?
Well, he got it stuck up his nose. Nearly choked, he did, poor lad.
Oh dear, and he must be thirsty too.
Thirsty? Don't mention water to me. He's been whining for a drink of water ever since it happened. But what can you do? I mean, you can hardly pour anything into a bucket that's upside down.
Well, couldn't we stand him on his head? Anyway, he might have a few drops at least.
You might, at that. Well, I don't mind holding him upside down if someone will get the warmer.
Oh, I shouldn't if I were you. You might easily get congestion.
Congestion? What's that?
Blood to the head, that's what. I've known people get them there. Athletic fits through blood congestion.
Oh dear, we don't want to harm the poor little mite.
Harm him? All right, Tommy. Here, you better not try.
I can assure you I was only acting on his best intentions. Better risk anything than have the child die of starvation.
I doubt that's how he'll end up, poor creature. He'll just die of starvation.
Has anyone ever told you what a little ray of sunshine you are?
No, no one ever has.
I'm not surprised. Look here, we can't just sit here and let the lad starve before our eyes. Come on, missus, lend me your umbrella.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, what do you think I'm going to do with it? I'm going to smash the thing, of course.
Oh, no, you're not. Not while I'm here.
I should just not think of his poor little head.
Head, I'll be blowed. It's this bucket. It's me best one, you don't know. I'd have to pay for another one. And who'd pay for it if it got smashed?
You needn't worry about that, missus. I'm willing to buy you another one.
Oh, well, that's different then. Get your brother.
Right, now stand clear, everybody.
Oh, shut up, you ungrateful wretch. This kind gentleman's going to try and get the bucket off for you. And not only that, he's probably promised to pay for a new one, so hold still
Okay,
now.
right, are we ready?
We're ready.
3, 2, 1.
Just a minute. I've been thinking. Supposing something were to happen to my tummy.
There's nothing will happen to him.
It's all very well you saying that, but just supposing something did.
Well, what about it?
What compensation would I get?
Compensation?
Yes, how much would I get?
If you ask me, I don't reckon you'll get a single penny.
Not a single penny?
I don't reckon so.
Well, in that case, don't you dare lay a hand on that bucket. Have you no thought for a poor mother's feelings? Poor little lamb is the apple of his mother's eye.